What a sight, a sky-high perspective of the beautiful city of New Orleans, where we're bringing you action tonight. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, some say Jrue Holiday is the best defender in the league that no one talks about. He said, I don't need any accolades. I don't like being famous. But for guys to remember how I play defense on them, that respect, that's the only accolade I want. It's fun for me, playing myself to total exhaustion. Kevin?
What a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. While we get a break, let's take a look at the October standings out west. Taking a look at Portland. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, there's the Pelicans, 2 games back.
And for the TrailBlazers, they had pressure on them coming into the season. A lot of people were picking them to have a special year, and they haven't shied away from that pressure. They've embraced it.
It's a great point, GA. I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony Tolliver out there with Hazonia, and it's Whiteside in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for New Orleans, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the small forward. Now here's Ingram. And in the game with Dallas, he did not play well. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Williamson. It's blocked. They get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Lillard kicks to Hazonia. Plenty of games still ahead, Brent. Some discussion about shortening the regular season. You think that's going to happen?
I don't think it's going to happen.
Would you like to see it happen?
I like there's some percolating ideas out there that it might, and the idea of a 70-game season to me, it sounds really healthy. It sounds healthy for the players.
Healthy's a great word to use.
It sounds healthy for the coaching staff. It sounds healthy for the league, and it sounds healthy for the competition that you're going to get. Those 70 games, that will be some elevated play throughout the course of a regular season.
That's a great number. Now here is Holiday. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
Yeah, but there's always this point, Kevin, you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ball game. McCollum, no good. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And Jrue Holiday, the bucket on the assist by Williamson.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision-making.
Lillard finds McCollum. Pass to Whiteside. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the 3, and that's good. Damian Lillard for 3.
Now, defensively, you like to try and run Lillard off of that spot because, man, he gets it going out there, he's going to hurt you.
Inside. Here's Williamson. Again, the Pelicans score. Here's Hazonia. Lillard, right side. Hazonia, the pass to Whiteside. McCollum outside. Back to Whiteside. And he banks in the layup.
Well, when you have a guy with that kind of size and the skills that come along with it, Whiteside, an excellent option on the interior.
Here's Holiday. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Whiteside. That's a 2 from Lillard. And again, it's Portland converting.
Oh, great pass by Whiteside, hanging in that play.
And there's the pass to Favors. Holiday against McCollum. Holiday goes in. And McCollum with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Clock at 4. Here's Ball. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
And I tell you, Ball has really perfected that unorthodox style with the jumper. Quick at getting it off as well. The D really stands no chance.
And now, here's Hazonia. 9 points last game. And Ingram with a clear path to the basket. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Passes it to McCollum. Lillard with it. Lets it go from deep. And the TrailBlazers, another 3.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
Holiday surveying the floor. That's tipped. And it's Hazonia with the foul. That's his first foul. Right side against Favors. Ingram outside. Knocks down the 3 ball. Ingram's got 5 points so far.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now, here's Lillard. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
The other part of his game was the outstanding D. Shot blocking is a huge momentum shifter, and his 2 blocks really turned the game in their team's favor.
And looking at the numbers for Whiteside the last few years, Greg, it seems like his production has come back down a bit.
And for a minute, Whiteside looked like he could be a dominant center, but he struggled since his great 2017 season. Shot selection has been hurting, and sometimes it feels like he is in his own way as a player.
He's off on the first.
Well, this season, the Pelicans finally getting themselves their own G League affiliate, the Erie Bayhawks in Pennsylvania. And in 2022, they'll move closer with renovations to the Legacy Arena in Birmingham, Alabama. And when that's completed, it's really going to help out the young core and the draft picks that have been collected by David Griffin to do some player development. It's going to keep this team competitive for a very long time.
Now here is Holiday. And here is Hazonia. Here's McCollum. Portland again missing. And Brett, kind of a musical chairs situation for the Bayhawks, the original franchise, this season moving to College Park, Georgia, to become the Skyhawks.
That's right. That team was affiliated with the Atlanta Hawks, and now the Pelicans take over for the next 3 years in Erie with the new Bayhawks franchise before that move to Alabama in 2022.
And stolen by Favors. Feeds it to Holiday. And stolen by Whiteside. Pass to Hazonia. TrailBlazers moving the ball around. Now here's Whiteside. Dishes it to McCollum. Over Holiday. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Even though McCollum's a little bit thin, he doesn't mind taking the contact and moving away from it before scoring.
And the Blazers with Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum. 2 6'3" guards, Brent, in the backcourt. Some overlap perhaps in their skill sets. But do you like their fit?
I do like their fit, and by all measurements, Kevin, they seem to be overachieving every year. You have that kind of stability with McCollum and Lillard, and what it is that Terry Stotts has done with this ball club. That's something that the Portland TrailBlazers fans are very comfortable with, having these 2 guys out there to lead them just maybe one step further this season.
Now here's Ball. 17 points for him last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
The other part of his game was the outstanding D. Shot blocking is a huge momentum shifter, and his 2 blocks really turned the game in their team's favor.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Favors. He can't get that one. Good work defensively by Gasol. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland TrailBlazers. Trailing by 2. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
Okafor is checked in for New Orleans. Ejuan Moore comes in for Ingram. And Portland with a change here, too. Collins is checked in. Pass the ball. Outside, Redick. Just 5 on the clock. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line. Just a shade under 90%.
Redick, no good on the free throw. Brett, so many guys are now shooting from well beyond the arc. Who do you think has the deepest range in the league?
I think Steph Curry has the most consistent, deepest range.
Lillard is in that category.
Lillard is in there, and of course, last year's playoff win will never go away in terms of what a great memory that was. Trae Young is now entering that category, Kevin.
Yeah,
I mean, we saw that at the end of last year. His fearlessness in pulling up from just about anywhere has been pretty remarkable. And to that, I will add one Brook Lopez, who has found his way well beyond the three-point line.
He's a whole nother conversation.
We'll talk about him later.
We'll do that. Now Okafor. Now the pass to Moore. Over Lillard. No good from Moore.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Outside for Gasol. Top the key, Bazemore. Hood against Moore. Knocked loose. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Hayes up top, covered by Hood. Moore outside. Pass to Okafor. And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Paul Gasol.
And last season for the Blazers, all about bouncing back from their embarrassing first-round sweep at the hands of the Pelicans.
Well, that was definitely a motivator, and I think they put that to bed. Wanted to focus on being the best team that they could be towards the end of last season. And that Nurkic injury really took some wind out of their sails, but they continued to compete and still made noise in the postseason.
That free throw, no good.
Well, the new front office in New Orleans, led by David Griffin, opting to keep Alvin Gentry as a head coach, a great decision because the players that they brought in the trade for Anthony Davis are going to love to play at that fast pace. You add Zion Williamson to that mix, this team immediately becomes one of the more interesting and exciting young teams in the NBA.
And Brent, a lot of times when a new head of basketball operations is hired, a new coach is coming up next.
Well, the continuity there is interesting because of the time that Alvin Gentry spent in Phoenix, and David Griffin was there with the Suns as well. And so that's going to help out this young core, that they know that there's a collective consciousness coming from both the coach and the front office for them to lay the foundation of what this new Pelican team is going to be all about.
The TrailBlazers have made 1 of 3 free throws in the game.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team. So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
On the free throw, no good.
And the Blazers GM called Portland a cocoon market. Not a lot of exposure, but these fans sure love their team.
Well, maybe you have to look at the front office and credit them for understanding the personalities of the guys that they rely on here in McCollum and Lillard. Not really going out to seek the limelight, wanting to concern themselves with getting better as basketball players, and then wanting to make an impact in the community. It's come together nicely for them in Portland.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Redick surveying the D. Pass to Moore. With some arc, and Gasol sends it back.
Got to respect the reach and length of Pau Gasol. Outstanding job of skying up for that rejection.
Hood, the pass to Lillard. Here's Collins. Outside Hood. Pelicans with the rebound.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
A quick release of J.J. Redick, expecting the pass, and the defense can't react to that kind of shot.
1:58 left here in the opening quarter. Shot from free throw range. Offensive rebound.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Here's Alexander Walker. Covered by Lillard. Here's Okafor. And they pick up 2.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Lillard, the pass to Gasol. Back to Lillard. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Well, he's capable of lighting a fuse and putting on a fireworks show. He'll do it in any building. Tonight he's got it going.
Here's Alexander Walker. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Hayes, and the rejection by Collins. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Here 3 for 7-footer Zach Collins, showing some real potential as a 3-and-D rim protector.
The interesting thing about last year in Zach Collins was how he played in the playoffs, stepping up, playing with tremendous confidence, playing with physicality. Showed a lot of signs of why it is Portland moved up a couple years ago in the draft to get Zach Collins in uniform.
No good on that one.
And look, a tough rookie season for Zach Collins, but boy, he's bounced back much better in terms of shooting, showing why he was taken in the top 10 back in 2017.
And he can't hit the second.
Absolutely stone cold at the line thus far.
Redick with the bucket.
A lot of people feel like Moore has natural point guard ability, so I like to see him find the open man.
TrailBlazers trail by 4. Lillard outside. Shot from 12. Bank shot, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Pelicans leading by 4. The pass to Okafor. Redick against Lillard. Redick dishes to Okafor. And it's sent back by Lillard. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Hood, the pass to Bazemore. And it's blocked. Outside, Redick. With the shot.
Good defensive effort from Lillard there. He has the athleticism to play lockdown D.
And so the first quarter is in the books. New Orleans on top, up 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. great team play, so key to winning. Damian Lillard broke down the keys.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think it's one thing to say, let's be consistent, let's play hard, let's do all of these things. And I think as competitors, as professional athletes, we're going to play hard. You're going to be competitive because we're competitors. We don't make it to this level for no reason. But I think at this level, you also have egos.
Knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Pelicans' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for New Orleans right now, he's out there with E'Twaun Moore. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then there's Jahlil Okafor. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2. Now Bazemore after J.J. Redick's three-pointer that didn't go. You know, Brett, we know guys love really jawing at each other. What was your criteria for issuing a double technical for trash talk?
Yeah, in today's game, it's kind of like it could be a whisper
Right.
or a wink, you know, the way that they look at it.
It's both sides, doesn't it?
And they just try to curtail anything that could escalate, Kevin. That's really what the referees are doing. As soon as they see some kind of body movement or see guys starting that way, they want to cut it off before anything else happens. So the criteria is a little bit confusing. And sometimes I like to see them getting after it a little bit.
And that one misses.
Bazemore showing what every lefty has, and that's craftiness. Just uses his body very well and takes smart shots within the offense.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Holiday's checked in. Portland also making some changes. Whiteside comes in for Pau Gasol. And it's Tolliver in for Zach Collins. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
And New Orleans, not the largest market, but a lot to like about living in the Big Easy.
Well, you just said Big Easy in New Orleans, and I saw Kevin Harlan's head whip over here because I know what he's thinking about. Food, baby.
That's right.
Food. But whether it's music, art, architecture, New Orleans has a tremendous culture.
Here's Bazemore. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Yeah, plays like this make Bazemore sort of feed off the frenetic energy that he plays with, capable of converting. Even though he gets bumped around a little bit, he'll keep coming at you.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Williamson comes in for Hayes. And it's Brandon Ingram in for Moore. A.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Now here is Holiday. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Kicks it to Williamson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Damian Lillard.
Can't be this assertive with Williamson. He's already a pro at drawing you in and getting the call.
Well, if there was ever a no-doubt #1 pick, it is Zion Williamson. Brent, New Orleans jumped at the chance to draft him.
Yeah, hard to think of a transition where you have a transcendental star in Anthony Davis in the 7 seasons he gave to the Pelicans.
Take a break.
That Zion Williamson would come in and almost make you, and I don't mean this in a bad way, Kevin, but forget about AD. There's that much excitement and enthusiasm around what the talent set is and the skill set of this young star player could be.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
Ball's checked in for the Pelicans. He's off on the second. And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
And the shot goes down.
Killing them softly there, Holiday with the floater over the top. And that puts the D in a tough spot.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Okafor. Ingram outside. Puts it up from 12, and it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
And that one drops.
You might want to close a little faster to Bazemore, especially in the mid-range where he's been pretty consistent.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Well, you watch Whiteside out there and you understand just how much of an impact he can make with his defense. Great length, great timing, and makes some offenses change the way they're going to attack you just because of his size alone.
Derek Favors checked in for New Orleans. Hezonja, he's checked in for the TrailBlazers. Outside Holiday. Back to Ball. Passes it to Favors. Holiday with it. He's got 6. Shot clock at 6. Over McCollum. And again, no good by New Orleans. 7'7" wingspan of Whiteside, definitely a game changer for defense.
Interesting pickup here for the Blazers as they've added Whiteside to back up Nurkic at the 5 position, and an interesting center in the Western Conference. How will he adjust to the pace and maybe the style of play out west?
Now here's Whiteside following the shot by Drew Holiday from deep. Here's Tolliver, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you look at Lonzo Ball, certainly high expectations for this young man. 1 and done at UCLA. How about 2nd overall pick? That's brought some undue pressure.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Ray, you talk about the hype for Lonzo Ball and the pressure. Do you think that creates an additional challenge for a young player?
Yeah, he scuffled at times, but I think the future remains very bright for that young man.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
And they haven't converted once from the line this quarter.
Tolliver the pass to Whiteside. And stolen by Williamson. Here's Holiday. He has 6. Pass the ball. Now here's Williamson. Hezonja defending. Shoots. Ball no good. Here's the TrailBlazers with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. That one goes in.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Now here is Holiday. He dishes it to Ball. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Ball's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
McCollum outside. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Derek Favors. Pelicans trail by 5. And here is Williamson. 14 points from him the last game against Dallas.
Felt like he also was prepared for whatever the opposition was coming at him with. He was either contesting shots or swatting them away. Just a dominant defensive performance all the way around.
Holiday gets the bucket.
That's a great drive from Drew Holiday, using that blazing speed to his advantage.
Lillard the pass to Hazanya. Launches a 3, and that's good. Damian Lillard for 3. Lillard's got 9 points now in the quarter.
First 3 of the quarter and third overall, guys. The defense might want to step up just a little bit on him from this point on.
Now here's Favors. His last outing, he had 8 points. And it's sent back by Lillard. Shoots the 3, and the TrailBlazers another 3.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Shot from 16. It's hauled in by Tolliver.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Good work there as it goes. Whiteside's got the lead up to 11 now for Portland.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
Williamson. It's through for his second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
And Williamson, such a unique prospect from a physical standpoint, can get anything he wants in that paint.
Now here's Lillard. 24 points for him. Now here's McCollum. Stolen by Ball. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by McCollum. D2 from Tolliver. And again, it's Portland converting.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Now here is Holiday. 8 points for him. And he gets it to go. Portland leading by 9. Lillard outside. Hazonia on the wing. That shot no good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. To the inside. And stolen by Whiteside. Nice move. And he sinks the layup. Whiteside's got 6.
Alvin Gentry has seen a lot in his time around the NBA, and last year in New Orleans, really no different. With injuries and trade demands from their top player, it was about trying to keep things together. I don't know, maybe the reward of all that was the roster that he has in front of him now.
New Orleans making a switch here. Redick is checked in, and a switch here also for Portland. Collins checked in for Anthony Tolliver. Here's Holiday, and it's sent back by Lillard. And he recovers it, and it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Holiday. Holiday against Lillard. Pass to Hazanya, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And sometimes when a new front office takes over, a coaching change comes next. But Alvin Gentry continues as head coach with the Pelicans.
Well, a good reason for that is the previous relationship that Alvin Gentry had with David Griffin during their times in Phoenix. They've done a tremendous job of setting the table here. A new infusion of talent, different coaches, a change in front office, a new direction from the ownership group. And this is going to give Alvin Gentry the runway to grow and learn with some tremendous young players.
Pau Gasol, he's checked in for the TrailBlazers. Hood comes in for Mario Hazonia. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from J.J. Redick.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now here's Gasol. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Lakers.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds, guys. Can't forget about the fundamentals.
Here's Hayes. The pass to Alexander Walker. New Orleans moving the ball around. Passes it to Moore. Lock at 6. Over Hood. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
Second chance opportunities. Williamson explosive into the air with the touch and concentration to finish.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 24. McCollum, no good.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
.157 left in the first half. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
I feel like when CJ gets a couple of these to go, it accentuates his ability and confidence to score from the outside as well.
Now here's Hayes. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 5 to shoot. Redick with it. Now defended by McCollum. Was shot by Redick. No good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three. Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Alexander Walker. It's Redick on the wing. Sinks the three-pointer. Redick's got 7 points for the quarter.
You can't let J.J. Redick get hot from there, and he usually starts the game that way, so this could be a long night.
It's McCollum on the wing. Shoots over Redick. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Hayes has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Back to Redick. And it's sent back by Lillard. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Okafor's checked in for Williamson. And the TrailBlazers making a change here as well. Bazemore's checked in. 20 seconds left to play here in the half. Now McCollum. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Lakers. Bazemore on the wing. There's the three. No good on the shot. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland TrailBlazers. He's up to 26 points in the game now. Just keeps pouring in the buckets. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, what have you liked so far from your team, and what have you not liked?
Well, I like the pace of the game. Defensively, I don't like anything that we're doing as far as dribble penetration. Too many things are happening in the lane. We got to protect the basket a little better.
Thanks for your time, Coach. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He ended up with 26 points, 4 block shots, and 2 rebounds. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
Love the versatility of Lillard as a scorer. He hits from deep as anyone, and this side of Steph Curry, I'm not sure who else. And then, wait a minute, you overplay him, and he takes you right to the rim.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Well, those second chance points are huge, and they only came because of their effort. Their work on the offensive glass is what's keeping them in the game. They definitely should try to continue to stay tough on the glass. It's been key so far.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. On the court right now for the TrailBlazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Whiteside is out there with Anthony Tolliver, and it's Hezonja in at the 3 spot.
And the game plan against the Blazers, the last few postseasons has been trapping Lillard and McCollum and forcing someone else to beat you.
Yeah, and you wonder if this is an opportunity for Zach Collins to really step into his own, along with Nurkic, who last year was injured during the playoffs, so that there can be some points and contributions coming from your power forward and center position. That'll ease some pressure on your backcourt.
Favors can't get it to go.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Tolliver with the bucket.
Well, there can't be more unselfish play from Whiteside as his career goes on. If he draws double teams, he's got to know someone's open.
Pass the ball. Down low. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, Portland being up there in the PNW, that's the Pacific Northwest, always means a lot of air miles. Matter of fact, they lead the league pretty much every year in distance travel.
And he makes the first. Right, you talk about all that travel for the Blazers. That can wear you down.
Well, interesting. The Blazers have done some particular things off the floor for their players, bringing in UV lights into the locker rooms, coffee before the game. It's very much hipster Pacific Northwest.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
And Williamson, a kid that's likely to reach his full potential, very coachable, absorbs instruction well, and really implements it quickly.
And the call will go against Anthony Tolliver. That's foul number 2 for him. So Favors will bring it up for the Pelicans. Ball feeling it out a bit. The dish to Ingram. Ball with it. Pass to Williamson. Shot clock at 6. Back to Ball. From deep 3-point range, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. 5th is Drew Holiday.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
And the pass to Hezonja. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And Lillard kicks to Hezonja. And a miss there on the triple. Pelicans trail by 7. Knocked away. And stolen by Hezonja. And they double up Whiteside. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
So far, Kevin, the third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 26. Puts up a 3. Hezonja's shot is off.
1 of 5 here, Kevin, to start the half. Their offense looks like it's shrinking right now.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do on the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Stolen by Ball. On the wing, Holiday. Ball, the pass to Ingram. New Orleans moving it around. Holiday, good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
Wow, that's confident shooting there from Drew Holiday. Got his coaches and teammates saying, yes, take that one.
McCollum against Ball. They could use a bucket, and the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 7.
Yeah, there's really no defense for that one. Turnaround jumper, on time, on target.
And Holiday kicks to Favors. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Lillard. The 3. The shot misses. Great D that time from Favors. Pass to Holiday. Over Lillard. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Well, you talk about athletic families. Both of Drew Holiday's parents played Division I college basketball. 2 brothers also in the NBA. His sister played at UCLA. Oh, and by the way, his wife is a gold medal winning soccer player. That is tough to beat.
This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Now here's McCollum. Shoots over Ball. Another shot. Right side, no good.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Holiday up top, covered by Lillard. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. And Drew Holiday, one of the 3 brothers playing in the NBA at the same time. Greg, how often do you see that?
I mean, we had the Plumleys for a while there, but the Holidays, probably the most notable example. Aaron, Drew, and Justin, a basketball dynasty in one generation.
And that one's good, Williamson.
They are just killing them on the interior.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
McCollum finds Lillard to the left wing. Here's Azania. Again, the miss by the TrailBlazers.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 5. Here's Williamson. They get the rebound. Here's Favors. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. Now it's a 6-point Pelican lead. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
New Orleans making some changes here. Okafor is checked in for Williamson. Etuan Moore comes in for Brandon Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Drew Holiday. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Pau Gasol is checked in for Whiteside. Zach Collins comes in for Anthony Tolliver. Rodney Hood's checked in for Mario Hezonja. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Lillard. 4 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Collins passes to Hood. And the rejection by Favors. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. Moore with the bucket. Moore's got his second basket.
Yeah, and Ball, a transcendent talent, I think, has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
Now here's McCollum. He has 7, and it's blocked.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way, but maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Here's Okafor. It's Redick on the wing. He's guarded by McCollum. Okafor against Bazemore. Okafor gets the bucket. Okafor's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pelicans.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
TrailBlazers trail by 10. Pass to Bazemore. Shot to stop the run. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Hayes has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Redick with the 3. It's hauled in by the TrailBlazers. Outside Collins. And Bazemore kicks to Gasol. Bazemore dishes to McCollum. Gasol against Okafor. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Gasol.
Lunch pail work there from Gasol, pounding the ball through the basket over the outstretched arms of the defense.
Now here's Okafor. He has 6. And then Okafor slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Bazemore finds McCollum. Good ball movement here by the TrailBlazers. Looking to get it going. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
TrailBlazers trail by 10. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up. On Tuesday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Friday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Sacramento Kings.
Shooting 2.
That one is off. Second free throw, no good. New Orleans leading by 10. Redick passes to Okafor, and then Okafor slams it in.
Well, this is when you start to talk about Redick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
Gasol kicks it to Bazemore. Dishes to McCollum. Again, the miss by the TrailBlazers.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
Here's Alexander Walker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it's Okafor missing. And Collins has got the ball here for the Portland TrailBlazers. A 12-point game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Hayes. Bazemore grabs the miss. TrailBlazers shooting at a decent 44% clip here. And a wide open look for McCollum. It's good from long range. McCollum's got 5 points now this quarter.
Just so hard defensively to stay after McCollum. He can be elusive, and then he can score from anywhere.
.115 left in the third. Okafor trying to get open. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Collins dishes to Hood. Here's McCollum. Unable to get that one. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Pass to Hayes. It's hauled in by the TrailBlazers. Gasol's got 5 rebounds tonight. McCollum kicks it to Bazemore. Kicks it out to McCollum. And again, it's the TrailBlazers from deep.
Well, you can see and maybe feel right now him getting into the comfort zone out there after dropping the second 3 of the half.
There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. No good from Moore.
His shot's it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Pretty good at slicing to the cup there. Rodney Hood makes a good read and gets into the seam.
And here's Redick. Over McCollum. No good on the last second attempt there. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Pelicans lead by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. Ejuan Moore is out there with Hayes. And it's Okafor in at the center position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And Okafor with the block. The feed now to Hayes. Over Hazonia. The shot's good from Hayes. Hayes has got his first 2 points of the night. TrailBlazers trail by 6. McCollum up top, guarded by Holiday. McCollum passes to Hood. That 3 off the mark. New Orleans has gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They are 4 for 9. Hayes dishes to Holiday. There's the pass to Okafor. He kicks it to Redick. 6 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Count it. Good. And now an 8-point Pelican lead.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
To the paint, taken away by Holiday. And Gasol sends it back. Here's Bazemore. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Redick. So for the Pelicans, Williamson is checked in for Hayes, and it's Ingram in for Ejuan Moore. And then for the TrailBlazers, Hassan Whiteside comes in for Pau Gasol. And Lillard subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Ingram against Hood. Shoots from 12. Whiteside tries yet again. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
Well, Whiteside beats everybody to the ball, but then maybe the wingspan helps out. 7'7". Reach over the top, snatch that.
Passes it to Redick. Down low, Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
JJ seeing the floor really well tonight and making precision passes.
And Lillard kicks to Hood. To the inside. Here's Bazemore. Here's Hazonia. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on J.J. Redick.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Some changes for New Orleans. Favors comes in for Okafor, and Ball subbed in for J.J. Redick. Anthony Tolliver, he's checked in for the TrailBlazers. And the second free throw, good. Here's Holiday. Pass to Favors. Back to Holiday. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Ingram outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Favors, and a slam dunk by Favors.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Now, here's Whiteside. Here's Bazemore. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And given how athletic Bazemore is, he always does a phenomenal job drawing contact on those kind of shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Pelicans leading by 8. Here's Williamson, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And we're not used to seeing a big man like Williamson move like this. Puts defenders in a bind.
And he can't get the first one.
The team just cannot get into a groove from the free throw line. It's a common problem for them.
So he can't get either to fall. TrailBlazers trail by 8. Lasagna, the pass to Lillard. From downtown. Favors with the rebound. Favors has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. For Portland, they've gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Count that bucket. And that's now 10 points for Hassan Whiteside.
Well, even with the contest, Whiteside's going right through you. That's how strong he is.
Now here is Holiday, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Drew Holiday and his brother Justin had some hard-fought games in the driveway. I know a little bit about that. We never ever finished those games, Kevin. Too much fighting going on. And by the end of it, both Drew and Justin Holiday find themselves in the NBA.
And the first one drops. And Brent, that fierce, competitive nature for Drew Holiday, still there to this day.
Yeah, so much talk from his coach, Alvin Gentry, about Drew working himself constantly to exhaustion, just continuing to push the limits. And he'll sit at his locker, he'll take a long shower. He doesn't want to move till his body recovers. He knows how important this game is to him and how important now he is to the Pelican franchise moving forward.
Lillard, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Lillard's got 28 points for the game.
Yeah, Lillard aggressive in this game so far. Awesome at finding different ways to attack close to the rim.
Williamson dishes to Holiday. Pass to Ingram. The pass to Ball. From deep. Bazemore grabs the miss. Bazemore's got his 5th rebound in this one. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his many nicknames, but money well spent by the Blazers.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
I mean, every year since his rookie campaign, Lillard gets the maximum attention from defenses. They're schemed to slow him down. That's what's so impressive about the numbers that he's put up throughout his career.
That one is no good.
Scoring has always been Lillard's strength, but last season a career high in assists. And you wonder how much a healthy Nurkic is going to help propel this team as they've equipped themselves with some interesting players at the wing position to try to take another step forward in the Western Conference.
Now here's Lillard following the miss by Lonzo Ball. Lillard the pass to Whiteside. Bazemore inside the 3-point line. They get it again. Oh, that's blocked.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
And watching film is becoming an obsession for Damian Lillard.
Well, that's a great way to learn, visually sitting down and not only looking at your opponents, but where it is maybe where you can take advantage and stay in your zone. Lillard committed to the game and committed to improving.
Pelicans leading by 7. Holiday the pass to Ball. Williamson with it. Whiteside's there. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Portland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Now here's Bazemore. The block.
Now get that out of there. That's all timing right there. Drew Holiday continuing hustle play.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Well, it was only a short stay in L.A. for Lonzo Ball. Traded this past summer as part of the Anthony Davis deal.
And getting out of L.A. might be the best thing for him. Still a great defender and playmaker. His best years, without a doubt, could be ahead of him here in New Orleans.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Drew Holiday.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
This was a bounce-back game for him. He was very shaky in his previous outing, so give him credit for being able to turn it around so quickly. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He knows they struggled at the free throw line, but he actually looked at the positive. He said if we continue to get to the foul line, good things are going to happen. But we have to keep getting there. Maybe that'll take the heat off him a little.
Okay, David, thanks. Now Ball. A floater, and he comes up with the deuce. And the Pelicans lead by 11.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's McCollum. He feeds it to Tolliver. Hazonia with the ball. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Hazonia's got 4 points this quarter. And so Holiday will bring it up for New Orleans. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Passes the ball. Now here's Favors. He's guarded by McCollum. Holiday attacking. Here now, the upcoming schedule for the Portland TrailBlazers. On Monday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
No good on that one.
I don't know if Drew Holiday's an underrated player, but he certainly is underappreciated with the way he can go at you as a two-way guy. He can score, and he can also guard positions 1 through 4.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
And a deep three from Lillard. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And it's out of bounds as the Portland TrailBlazers retain possession. And now, here's Hazonia. He's guarded closely. Shot clock at 5. Here's Tolliver.
Defensively, though, much improved here in the second half. They've limited the open looks, making them work for everything.
Ball dishes to Holiday. Kicks it to Ingram. Back to Holiday. Now here's Williamson. Covered by Lillard.
Well, the fact that he has that many rebounds for a guy of his size and stature shows you he truly cares about grabbing possessions off the rim.
And now here's Hazonia. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Hazonia. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Pelicans leading by 7. Ball with a wide open look. And the Pelicans miss again. Portland's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Whiteside kicks to Hazonia. Shoots from the baseline, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Hazonia's got 7 points here in this quarter. Ball, the pass to Favors. He kicks it to Ingram. Over Hazonia. And it's Ingram missing.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over.
Lillard misses.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that. That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Puts up a 3. They get the rebound. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Hassan Whiteside.
And it's nice to see Whiteside stepping up in a big way with buckets like that.
Now here's Favors. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Trailblazers trail by 5. McCollum uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, fearlessness by McCollum there, willing to take those big shots in the game's biggest moments.
Holiday against McCollum. Now here is Holiday, guarded closer, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on C.J. McCollum. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. And Portland with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. They grabbed their own miss. Right through the D for the layup. McCollum's got 12 points in just the second half.
And McCollum's pace hasn't changed even under pressure.
And 101 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Money!
This is why they go to Zion. His teammates trusting in his ability to get the job done.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're behind by 3. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ball against Lillard to tie it up. Grabs the rebound again. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
And that's what you want to do with Whiteside, feeding him the ball in the paint where he makes the defense collapse.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
When you think about Hassan Whiteside's road to where he is now, a second-round pick, spent some time in the D League, now the G League, and it's great to see him turn his career around. You just wonder, how hungry is he to maximize his talent in the years to come?
No luck that time either. And so it's New Orleans with it. Beyond the arc. A rebound by Hazania.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Now here's Lillard. Back to Hazonia. Just 5 to shoot. Good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, Greg, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
Yeah, impressed with the work ethic of Ball. You can see a desire to want to be great, and he's going to continue to work on improving those weaknesses.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 2. There's 14 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Lillard outside to take the lead. Buries the triple.
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're down by 1. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And they've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but it doesn't have to be a heave. You can still catch, turn, and shoot. They've got one shot at it here, obviously. It's a make-or-break situation.
For the win. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And, Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much for Paul Gasol. Hard-fought win. How did you win this one?
By not giving up, by understanding that we needed to pick up our intensity. We didn't give up. We got down a couple times during the game, but we were resilient tonight, and that's important.
Mark of a championship team. Thanks, pal. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.